Firstly, just wanted to touch on job search skills. So, when you first think of job search skills, a lot of people think about just applying for jobs. So, applying for jobs online. And these are some of the mainstream jobs boards that you've probably already heard about. So, things like Seek and LinkedIn. Sometimes people not too sure about some of the others. So, things like Gold Coast student jobs have a platform if you're in that area. There's also Prosper and Grad Connection for some internships and graduate programs. Sometimes that'll be a bit down the track depending on what year you're in your degree. There's also often specialized job search websites. So it's a matter of working out what your industry professional website is. And most of them have professional associations within that industry as well. Um, and I would recommend looking to see who that is if you don't know already. So, who's my industry professional association, or what are some different ones that are there? Because sometimes, if you are looking for that relevant work experience, you can actually join them as a student member and then get access to things like events or extra resources, and often they're jobs boards as well. And then you've probably also seen there's informal sites. So things like on social media, so on Facebook, they have different jobs groups and things like that, Brisbane groups or Gold Coast groups. And I guess one thing just to be wary of when you do work out what job search platform you want to use, just make sure that they are authentic and reputable. So I guess there's a few different ways that you can check that. So, is there a fee involved? So there shouldn't be a fee involved ever when you're applying for a job. So just check that and make sure that that's fine. Um, if it doesn't say, it usually wouldn't be, but sometimes it'll be the fine print. Also just check, how regular are the jobs advertised? Um, are you hearing back from anything? Does it seem like a legitimate post? So, unfortunately, sometimes on these informal ones, sometimes they're not always legitimate posts. So, whenever someone does post an opportunity, I'd always quickly have a look and go, okay, does this company have a website? Do they actually seem like they're active on the internet? Sometimes they've got LinkedIn, sometimes they don't. Um, find out an address so you can go and have a look and things like that. So always suss it out first before you agree to meet with people. So they might say, hey, we've got this great opportunity, come and have an interview. Just check, just hold up for a minute and just check, who are they, what do they do, things like that. Because there are a few people that scam international students, unfortunately, because of sometimes when you come to Australia, you don't have that knowledge that this is what can happen. Um, don't worry, that's not the majority of places, but it's more common on these kind of informal platforms. So just be a bit wary of that. Um, with all of these websites, it's really just what you find the most user friendly. So some people say to me, oh, what's the best job website to use? And I guess it's whatever you feel like you like to be on, as much as, as much as you can when you're looking for a job, as much. So I guess, just having a look and seeing what ones do you like to navigate, which ones have maybe some job alerts that you can set up so that you're not always constantly doing all the work as well. So you shouldn't always be just going apply, apply, apply. You should be able to sit back and wait as well a little bit, as well as contacting people. So for those of you who don't know as well, so Career Hub is our dashboard for students where there are some casual and part-time and full-time and graduate positions as well. So where you book today, just another tab on there, which is the jobs tab, and then you can have a look and see what available opportunities are there. They tend to be more jobs that might be related to your degree than just, a random casual part-time position. But definitely worth having a look every now and again just to see what might be available there. Because when employers actually go to that website and they're trying to get students, they specifically want students and graduates compared to if you go on Seek, you're pretty much up against everybody. So everybody that is, have many years of work experience and things like that. So often on those larger platforms, it can be a little bit harder when you first start. So just keep that in mind.